Shaun of the Dead, directed by Edgar Wright, is one of the best comedies I've ever had the pleasure of watching. Simon Pegg stars as the titular Shaun, a hapless man lacking in drive, who gradually realizes that Britain is being overrun by zombies. Joining with his slacker best friend Ed, Nick Frost, Shaun resolves to rescue his ex-girlfriend, mother, and stepdad, and, in doing so, make something better of himself and his life. Shaun of the Dead is a masterclass in outstanding characters, dialogue, and dramatic storytelling, on top of balancing chilling, gory scenes with laugh-out-loud humor. I've commented recently on how certain films, most notably Cloud Atlas and Skyfall, were unfairly ignored at this year's Oscars, but looking back to 2005, Shaun of the Dead should have been nominated for Best Original Screenplay in the Oscars of that year. It's that good. The zombie outbreak serves as the catalyst for a very engaging character arc for Shaun, as this disaster is just the kick in the pants he needed to become more proactive, organized, and adventurous. Wright's later film, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, had a similar arc of its hero becoming a better person through facing comical adversity. Shaun of the Dead has several compelling subplots, such as Shaun's attempts to mend his relationship with his girlfriend, his dealing with his doddery mother and cold stepdad, and Ed becoming a more helpful and supportive friend. And every character in Shaun's band of survivors is deep, fleshed out, and contributes to the plot in some way. The dynamic between them is very fun and natural, the dialogue is incredibly witty, and the film contains frequent moments of powerful, deeply emotional drama and surprising pathos. Without hyperbole, Shaun of the Dead is one of the best examples I've ever seen of complex, well-written characters deliberately moving forward a highly engrossing, multi-layered plot, and the broader external conflict of the zombie threat and the internal conflict of Shaun's relationship with his fellow survivors are given equal focus and importance. They form an effective feedback mechanism. The zombie hordes force Shaun to shape up and become a better person for the sake of his family and friends, and as they encounter more and more danger on their way to a safe refuge at the Winchester pub, this escalating threat, in turn, compels Shaun to become more resourceful and in control. Shaun of the Dead is briskly paced, but still succeeds in being nail-bitingly tense and even disturbing in parts. Even so, the film is very amusing, with plenty of clever sight gags and funny lines, and it's ridiculously fun. I found myself increasingly enjoying films in which such vast differences in tone coexist together, as they keep you on your toes, make each extreme more intense by the effect of its opposite, and, as I've mentioned in my Cloud Atlas and Slaughterhouse-5 reviews, they offer a more accurate reflection of life and its real-world tableau of tones and emotions. Dr. Strangelove, Darkstar, Slaughterhouse-5, and now Shaun of the Dead? I love all of these movies. And before you ask about Dr. Strangelove, shut up, I already apologized for that. Shaun of the Dead also has excellent cinematography and an ingenious opening, as it's both funny and ominous to watch Shaun fail to notice most of the telltale warning signs of the zombie outbreak. I just thought I'd mention that at least 4 of the actors in Shaun of the Dead went on to have roles in Doctor Who, which really isn't that surprising considering how much of a cultural institution Doctor Who is in the UK. Yeah, the action could have been staged a little better, and the film does end with a slightly too clean Deus Ex Machina, but I was having so much fun that I didn't care. Bottom line, Shaun of the Dead is an excellent movie, with an incredibly well-written screenplay, deep and engaging characters who all serve a purpose and develop throughout the film, terrific pacing, and a sublime balance of drama, terror, and brilliant humor. Shaun of the Dead earns 4.5 stars out of 5. Thanks for watching. Cheers.